everybody, this week I'm going to do my December favourites for you. So this week it's quite a lot of like spiritual stuff, but there's also like a YouTube video, podcast, some random items in there. But the first one I'm going to start off with is this book. It's White Hat Truth by Danielle Laporte. If you've been watching my channel a while, you'll know that I just love Danielle Laporte. Like, I just think the girl rocks, but I haven't had her latest book. This was a Christmas present off Tony, and I got it, like I started reading on Boxing Day, and then I just read it like every night, 3 days solid. I couldn't put it down. Absolutely loved it. It's just like, I kept reading it on a night and then Tony would be like, "Are you alright, dear?" Because I just start like bursting out laughing and like chuckle to myself. It's really funny because it's really relatable. Like, she basically just talks truth on all like the BS that we tell ourselves and stuff that goes on in our lives. It's not necessarily a book for everybody. It's really kind of, well, it actually says clarity for keeping it real on your spiritual path from one seeker to another. So I'm like a spirit junkie, you know, I like my crystals, I like to try and meditate, but I'm not always that great with like sticking to things like meditation and stuff. And this book's kind of basically about that, like about that, you know, we don't always have to be doing something and to try to better ourselves. And yeah, like I said, it just kind of calls truth on the bullshit, and it's just really funny, really relatable. There's like bits on forgiveness there, and I guess it's just this really self-compassionate book to read for yourself. But I also think it could be a really helpful book for somebody who's always kind of going from like one fad to another and trying something and always trying to better yourself and just improve on yourself. I think it could be really good. It's one of those books that really has some quite aha moments in there, and ultimately the message behind the book is to like be your own guru. And yeah, really inspirational read and funny. Next was another present that I got for Christmas. These ones from Emma Mumford. These are Angel Tarot cards by Doreen, Virtue and Radleigh, Valentine. And these aren't something that I would have ever like bought for myself. I've always kind of wanted to have a tarot card reading, but I just kind of felt like you need to see a professional. Like, it's not something I would have felt like I could have done myself, even though I'm really quite spiritual and kind of like aware of a lot of things. I would have just thought like it wouldn't have been very accurate if I did it myself, but I have had so much fun. I got these on Christmas and I've probably already used them like 3 or 4 times, so I've done like a proper reading on myself, but then also there's been times so you can basically just pick cards out if you kind of just want some guidance or something. And also I did a reading on Tony, and they're just really accurate. So like, it'll tell you kind of where you currently are now, and obviously about the past and the future, and it's more about like guidance than anything else. So for instance, we did Tony's and we had a real chuckle because he can sometimes be a bit blunt with people, and I kind of always tell him to be a bit more tactful. And basically, like, his card said that, and I promise I didn't fix it. He pulled out his own cards. It's quite funny. I was a little bit smug about it, to be honest. And then for my cards, it talked a lot about the past and things that's happened, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like that is, oh, like it was just spot on and just really comforting is the best way I can say it. These are really comforting if you want some guidance, and they're really accurate, like unbelievably accurate, which I don't think I would have believed if I hadn't tested for myself. And you can literally feel the energy of these angel cards. Like, it's just, it's amazing. So thank you, Emma, for getting these for me. Love them. Then I've got another Christmas present. There's kind of a theme with Christmas presents going on here, but this is a lip balm that my sister bought me. She bought me loads of presents. I'm going to try them throughout January, so there'll probably be more Christmas presents favourites in my next favourites video for January. But this is the Dr. Organic Aloe Vera lip balm. It says multi-action, moisturising, soothing, nourishing. I'm really quite particular, like with skincare, so I'll always go for cruelty-free, but I try to go for natural. Doesn't always happen, but I always like pick up cruelty-free stuff, which I haven't checked. I assume this must be cruelty-free because my sister's usually really good at checking these things, but yeah, it's gotta be, but I haven't actually checked, so double check that. But basically, I don't like putting things, like most lip balms are kind of made from like petroleum, paraffin, which is really bad for us, and I really just don't feel like we should be using on our lips, especially because like your lips are just really kind of thin, and I know that sounds like bonkers, but I just really don't think it's very good for us. So This one's an organic one, and then because it's aloe vera, I was expecting it to taste like rank. Not that I was going to be eating it, but you know what I mean. And it actually, I was like, oh, this smells amazing. What does it smell like? And I couldn't work it out. So I knew it smelled like a sweet, but I couldn't work out what sweet it was. So I got Tony to smell it, and he was like, it smells like fruit salad sweets. And I was like, oh my gosh, that is spot on. So yeah, it smells like a fruit salad sweet, and it just makes your skin, your lips, I'm getting tongue tied today, just feel super soft, and I love it. And since Christmas Day, I just haven't stopped using it. It's just that. And then the last two I've got, one is a YouTube video. I think the video is only about 3 minutes long. It's very short, I can't remember exactly how long it is, but it's Mel Robbins' video, and it's basically about why you need to be more selfish, which I something that I find quite hard to do myself. I'm always having to work on this. I totally know you shouldn't be a people pleaser. Like, I'm always kind of advocating, like, putting yourself first, you know, self-compassion, self-love, blah blah blah. Like, you can't serve from an empty cup, but I still struggle with it, like, especially being a mum and stuff. So, and this video is really like, I don't know, it helps it kind of click. It's a really good video. I'll link it below, so definitely check that out. It's really short, so even if you're like haven't much time, you've got time to watch this video. And then the last one, because I've started driving, I've started listening to podcasts. Podcasts was something that I used to listen to now and again, but not a lot, because I preferred YouTube videos, because I like actually watching something. But when you're driving, obviously you can't be watching stuff. So I got into podcasts, and they have just been really good. So when you're driving, you can't do anything else, so you might as well make yourself feel inspired or positive or motivated. Like, I think podcasts are the way forward, like, if you drive, or if you've got like housework, something to do, and you love YouTube videos, but you, like me, and you don't want to kind of miss out on something. So if it's audio, you're not going to. So yeah, podcasts. So Emma Mumford, who's one of my friends, she's recently started a podcast, really good if you're into like spiritual stuff, law of attraction. Also, anything by Danielle Laporte. You all know how much I love her. I've been listening to any kind of, she hasn't got her own podcast as such, but like, she's in a lot of podcasts where she's been interviewed and stuff, so I kind of just will search on like SoundCloud. And then lastly, Lewis Howes has his own podcast, and he's just brilliant. He's got obviously his own YouTube channel as well, and I particularly like this one about like going after your dreams. And he interviewed, I can't remember the girl he interviewed, or woman I should say, but it was really inspiring, a brilliant interview, to kind of go after the future you want and to go after your dreams. Definitely recommend it, so I'll link it below. So that's it, that's all my favourites. I'll see you again next week with a new video, because I'm going to start trying to really grow my channel this year and be consistent and do a video every week. So fingers crossed I can make that happen and you'll all enjoy it. So subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next week with a new video. Bye!